got a message this morning from someone with a Reddit link, and I don't go to Reddit, so they had to send me a Leafy link. And I'm just looking at it now for the first time, leafy.co.uk. Leafy with an IE, not Leafy like the old YouTuber. With UK police officers have been given new guidance on medical cannabis. This is the first time I'm looking at this link, so I thought it might be worthwhile reading it out on camera, see if there's anything new in here. Police forces across the UK have been issued new guidance on how to handle interactions with medical cannabis patients, following concerns that outdated advice was leading to unnecessary confrontations between officers and lawfully prescribed patients. The National Police Chiefs Council, NPCC, has approved guidance prepared by the Association of Police-Controlled Drug Liaison Officers after extensive consultation with healthcare partners, government agencies and the private sector. The document, seen by Leafy, marks a significant shift in approach, instructing officers to treat medical cannabis users as patients first, suspects second. So, even if you haven't got a prescription, what that's saying is, as soon as you mention that you're using cannabis for medical reasons, which obviously as many people are that are on the legacy or black market, whatever you want to call it, or even being self-sufficient, that they should be seen as people that are treating themselves first before assuming they're a fucking criminal. This has been needed for a long time.
It's about time.
There's more to read out, but I got from my Gatwick audit and the Costa Coffee one that I did the other day, where I didn't even film the guy I was speaking to because I forgot, and I'm just speaking to camera about the interaction. I've had a surprising number of people saying that they're worried that interactions like that, even though they were really nice, are going to lead to medical cannabis being repealed and being made illegal again. The logic of which I don't really understand at all. I do. Rhetorically, I don't understand it.
The reason it was made legal is so that that could happen.
The reason it was made legal was because of not just people like us, but people like us having to fucking speak out, people with medical conditions. It's the reason it was made legal in the first place. So when more of us are speaking out, it's hardly likely to then get repealed. It's more likely that we are going to be pushing more for acceptance, and we get more things like this article happening, this guidance being sent out, rather than them thinking they want to take revenge on us and start repealing laws. They're more likely to be going to healthcare professionals and asking them what they should be doing, especially seeing as it's going to end up costing the taxpayer and the police more money from what's the word? Not unfair arrests, false arrests and all that kind of stuff, being searched, stopped and searched when you've already got your prescription out and shown them. The sheer fact is, the law is that we don't have to show them our prescriptions. The thing that makes us legal is just having the packaging that we've got.
Yeah.
Just the fucking packaging. So for them to then want to see more information from us, no, sorry, that's not the way it works, because we are patients first and not suspects, I would like to add.
And that's not asking anything too much.
No.
That's the exact same respect they show any other patient prescribed any other medication.
Yes.
It's only cannabis patients who are frowned upon because of, their own positions or beliefs.
Stigma. And that is the other reason why we have decided to try and do this kind of thing more, to get out in the open and try and normalise, to use the word and the phrase, rather than seek confrontations. It's about normalising things. The confrontations are only going to come from the people that are full of stigma, that hopefully, upon reflection, they will be educated and maybe treat people differently. The new guidance comes more than 7 years after cannabis-based products for medicinal use, CBPMs, were moved from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2 of the Misuse of Drugs regulations in November 2018, making them legal to possess with a valid prescription. Richard List, a retired Detective Chief Superintendent and the guidance's lead author, said the APCDLO, one of the organisation I mentioned earlier that have put this information out, became concerned in 2024. In 2024? Jesus Christ. About the police service's attitude towards medicinal cannabis. This is in quotes. The then draft guidance issued by the NPCC was both outdated and incorrect, List told Lefty. Lefty? Leafy. There had been very limited consultation with healthcare or other partners who are critical players in this emerging space. So basically, they'd not consulted with people that deal with patients in the first place, which is what all organisations should be doing. The new guidance provides practical steps for frontline officers encountering patients with medical cannabis. Officers are advised to ask for the original packaging, check the dispensing label, or request to see a letter from the prescriber or a copy of the prescription, though patients are not legally required to carry these documents. Crucially, the guidance states that further police action should only follow if officers have this is in quotes, justifiable grounds for believing that the individual is not a patient who has lawfully been prescribed medicinal cannabis. Adding that it should be assumed that people in possession of medicinal cannabis are patients until proven otherwise. That's giving me a big smile. The document also addresses controversial areas including CanCard, plastic cards indicating the holder as a condition treatable with cannabis but not proof of a prescription. The guidance clarifies that patients with valid prescriptions, in quotes, have no need for a CanCard which charges an annual fee. Hey! We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere at last.
We are.
List, who now serves as Controlled Drugs Liaison Officer for Thames Valley Police and sits on the Care Quality Commission, Care Quality Commission's National Controlled Drugs Group, so he's directly involved with clinics. Not only is he working for the police, but he's working for an organisation, a healthcare organisation, that audits clinics, basically. He led the preparation of the guidance over several years. For much of his career, he's led the Thames Valley Police's Intelligence and Specialist Operations Command, which included responsibility for tackling organised crime and drug-related offences. So this is coming from someone who is predisposed to have a bias towards criminalising us, and he's putting information out there saying we should be knocking this on the head. We should be assuming people are patients until absolutely proven otherwise, and only if they're suspected of other stuff, I guess.
It's about time. Longer overdue, but
it's a step. It's going to take a while for this information to get
leak its way down.
Yeah.
And actually be presentable on the street.
Yeah. It's taken auditors going out there and telling the police that there was a memo sent around to every police station in the country telling them to leave auditors alone. And most officers have no idea that went out in the slightest. So this is going to take a while. This is going to take, sadly, again, people like patients getting this information to the police ourselves to actually get this noticed out there. And it may take a few videos of confrontations with officers who refuse to take this on board until they're proven it by looking it up themselves before it actually gets disseminated properly as information. You watch auditing videos these days, and as soon as an auditor turns up at a police station, usually now the police are saying, "Oh, are you an auditor?" "Yeah, I'll just leave you alone if you're an auditor." That's how it should be for us.
Yeah.
"Oh, are you a patient?" "Yeah." "Oh, I'll just leave you alone then if you're a patient."
Bye then.
Yep, that's all it should be.
I mean, not if you've got anything else on you, like cocaine or something crazy. No, abide by law. You're abide by law.
Absolutely. The guidance emphasises.
We have to pay. Most of us patients pay. medical cannabis patient.
Yeah, we're paying to be legal, so...
It's not like we're getting it off the NHS and we're bumming it.
Yeah. We are still having to jump through hoops and still having to pay a lot of money to achieve the status that we've got. Amazing status. Someone throwing snowballs at us.
I swear that was massive. That was huge.
The guidance emphasises that, I like this, the guidance emphasises that medical cannabis patients are, in quotes, I've got to stop doing this, I apologise, very likely to be suffering from chronic pain and or other serious ailments, and that CBPMs are only prescribed when other medicines and treatments have not been effective. It needs to be sent out there to all police forces that basically we're doing this because we have no other option and we've become desperate. So fucking leave us alone. We're already having enough shit without you piling on. While the NPCC has now approved the new guidance, List acknowledges it will undoubtedly require further versions as the field develops. He says, "It is only recently that I have started to properly engage with private producers, suppliers, and the wider cannabis community. There is still much to learn." The document is now being disseminated throughout police forces across England, Scotland and Wales. A copy is available to the public at the linked address. That's a great thing to have come out on a day when we're going out to talk about exactly this kind of stuff. And with that in mind, I'm going to have more dabs. And if the police stop me, they're not going to have a fucking clue what we've got access to.
Yeah.
Flower, dabs, hash, anything else at all. So
Well,
that's
hash
even,
pens are out now.
yeah, the cartridges are out as well, yeah. So that's even more reason why it's not fucking illegal. It's not against the law for us to make dabs out of our medicine. If your clinic is telling you that, if your doctor is telling you that, ask to see the legislation. Watch them and ah at you about the legislation. If they send you anything, read it and make sure it will say nothing about cannabis, medical cannabis, dabs, anything else like that. I'm not doing anything else with your cannabis, not using AVB, none of that will be in there at all. But there are doctors in this field that will tell you otherwise. I've already said I was going to have a dab and I started ranting again, so fuck off if I'm in a... Oh, I'm having a dab.